The stone porch had a lot of charms, but the fiberglass gable was not one of them. In fact, it was an eyesore, but then we gave it a new, fresh look. We added some extra post, trimmed back the fiberglass and painted it, and added some simple fretwork that we made from spindles. It started to look a lot better, but we wondered what to do with the entry. It needed a bit more gingerbread trim, something we could make ourselves that was easy and pretty, and this is what we made. Making this was almost child's play. In fact, we used toy blocks. This is how we did it. We started by nailing a 1-inch by 3-inch board across the top of the opening. This is what we will attach the new gingerbread to. To make the gingerbread, we used two 12-inch wooden brackets, the kind used for making shelves. Those were the heaviest pieces in the project. And we used a 4-inch wood finial for the center. Someone said it looked like a juice extractor. And we used some small wooden balls that are flattened on one side for making dolls' heads. Then we used a lot of toy blocks and more toy blocks. We bought a set of 150 blocks, and they were smooth and uniform and ready to glue together. This is the exact set that we bought, and it didn't cost very much, and it made the project a lot of fun to play with. We held the brackets in place, and we made pencil marks so that we could measure the length of wood that we would need to create the gingerbread in the middle. There's a 20-inch strip for the center, and we really like the bridge-shaped blocks a lot, but it took some time to come up with a final design. There are an infinite number of ways you could arrange these blocks, and we'd love to see some other variations. This is what we came up with. We're going to show you step by step the blocks that we used, how many and what shapes, so you can make this exact same design if you like. First, there's the brackets. There's the centerpiece of wood in the middle. These are some doll's heads and some triangles that we glued inside of the brackets. You could use a circle here, a square, anything you like, really. We alternated the rectangles shown in blue and the cylinders shown in yellow. The center rectangle holds the finial. And you can see the bridge-shaped pieces in orange. Now we add 4 doll's head balls. We made the trim under the brackets with rectangle, square, 2 triangles, and a half cylinder, and we emphasized the curve of the brackets with a pair of cylinders on each side. Most importantly, we left plenty of room for our nail gun on either side of the blue triangles. This is where we'll attach the gingerbread to the 1x3 we started with. We made a small hole in the center block of the design and screwed in the finial. The screw will go right into the softwood easily. Then we used our favorite glue, Tide Bond, to attach everything together, and when that was dry, we propped the gingerbread on some bricks and added some nails for strength. Then came a bit of primer, and later we used Rust-Oleum Ultra White paint. You can make pencil lines on the wood if it helps you keep the pieces straight. Now it's time to attach the gingerbread to the house. The brackets go first. This is the hole on the back of the bracket. And we put a small nail in the post at just the right place. This will support the bracket while the glue sets up. We wipe off any excess glue, and then we add nails through the thin parts of the bracket. We don't want to try nailing through those thick sections, but the thinner ends make it possible for a 1 1/4 inch brad to hold these brackets in place. Now we're going to attach the centerpiece using both glue and nails. And since it fit tightly between the brackets, it held itself in place while we attached it. And now the lower trim, and last of all, the cylinders, which we glued and taped, and we shot the nails right through that tape, and the installation at the top was complete. Now for the base of the post, we found these ready-made post skirts at Home Depot. One side of the skirt comes off, so you can fit them around a post where you want them. Here's a fun tip. If you ever need inspiration for Victorian trim, watch the movie Dr. Zhivago. The gingerbread in the movie was a work of art in itself, and that's how we thought to put the post skirts 11 inches up from the base and flipping a second one and putting it around the base. This house is far from square and standard, so shims and putty were a must in fitting pieces together. We made a lot of this project smooth with Dry Deck Speckle. This product goes on pink, and when it's ready to paint, it'll be white. And then you can put it on with your fingers or a tool and wipe it back so that it's only in the cracks. After painting with Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover, this project was finished. There's a lot more to do though on this old house, but we like focusing on the outside, especially while the weather is mild. But now, this entry will make us happy even when skies are gray.